Welcome to all my viewers, and today's topic is differences between lichen planus and lichenoid reaction. So, first of all, the clinical presentation and their differences between lichen planus and the lichenoid reaction. So, we all know that the lichen planus is an autoimmune disease, and basically it is an T cell mediated autoimmune disease. So, T cell mediated autoimmune disease means the cytotoxic CD8 plus cytotoxic T cell plus CD8, they act against the epithelial cells, but they didn't act on the entire epithelial cells, they only affect the basal layer. So suppose this is your stratum basal, and above the stratum basal the suprabasilar layer, and then stratum spinosum, and above the stratum spinosum the third layer, that is your stratum granulosum, and your where the stratum granulosum the keratohyalin granules is released, and above the stratum granulosum there is fourth layer, that is your stratum corneum. So in the buccal mucosa, which is non-keratinized initially, but due to irritation or some factor, the non-keratinized epithelium become keratinized or parakeratinized, and their characters are changed. So sometime the basal layer cell has only affected in the case of lichen planus. Our body defense cell assume your basal cell as a foreign body, and basal keratinocytes, it takes our defense cell it as a foreign body, and all the defense mechanisms act against the basal cell layer. So the pathogenesis is behind your T cell mediated autoimmunity is your lichen planus. Apart from the T cell mediated autoimmunity, when you discussed about the lichenoid reaction, here there is unmasking of the gene is related to any kind of drug or any kind of metal related restoration, or any kind of denture wearer patient like methyl methacrylate that is present in your resin material. So lichenoid reaction is totally different, where unmasking of the antigen is related to the drug reaction or metal restoration, whereas lichen planus it is T cell mediated autoimmunity. And here we see here the clinical presentation. The clinical presentation, in this picture you can see the reticular pattern of the lichen planus, and these are Wickham stria, these white lines are your Wickham stria, and lichen planus is mostly associated bilaterally. So mostly it is appear right and left both sides of your buccal mucosa, and it may be sometime present on your lip, sometime present your tongue, and it is sometime also present in your gingiva. So when you inspect the lesion, you can go through all the surfaces in your oral cavity where you may found lichen planus and their signs. And apart from lichen planus, when we talk about the lichenoid reaction, here the unmasking of antigen is related to drug or related to any kind of restorations. So in the lichenoid reaction, here you can see there is Wickham stria like fashion of lesional tissue appear here, lesional mucosa appear like lichen planus, but this is clinical presentation of lichenoid reaction where it is associated with the silver amalgam restoration. And in the previous picture, this is also associated with the metal crown, where the metal crown has the nickel base metal alloy, and that causes the intraoral contact allergy. and the lesion is appear like lichen planus. But lichenoid reaction, the lesion is unilateral present, whereas in lichen planus the lesion is mostly the bilateral. And in this picture we can see here the clinical presentation and their differences. And the other feature that is associated with lichen planus is your skin lesion. Lichen planus may be associated with your skin, but lichenoid reaction not may be associated with your skin. So these are the clinical differences between lichen planus and the lichenoid reaction. Now we come over the part of the histopathology. So in this photomicrograph you can see here there is stratum basale, and the stratum basale is showing here hyperchromatism, and above the stratum basale there is stratum spinosum, and sometimes the stratum spinosum layer is become showing acanthosis, and here the hyperplastic nature is showing here in the spinous layer. So the epithelium thickness is variable here. And when we talk about the below the epithelium, just beneath the epithelium we get the chronic inflammatory cell infiltrate, and it is present in a band like fashion. So here the chronic inflammatory infiltrate is just beneath the epithelium in a band like fashion, and there is below the connective tissue stroma, in the deeper connective tissue stroma there is devoid of inflammation is seen, whereas in the upper part of the connective tissue there is band like infiltration of the lymphocytes. Apart from these character, when we go in a high power view of lichen planus, you can see such character like civet bodies. So civet body is what? Civet body basically it is a degenerated keratinocytes, and when the basal cell layer degenerated and the keratinocytes get undergoes apoptosis, they form a eosinophilic structure, that is civet bodies. Apart from civet bodies, in case of lichen planus you can easily found sawtooth appearance, saw finger like projection of the retiridges, and apart from that there is sometime Mac-Joseph space is also visible between the epithelium and the connective tissue, and sometime there is presence of your civet bodies, Mac-Joseph space and sawtooth retiridges, whereas in case of your lichenoid reaction there is not abundance of chronic inflammatory cells in a band like fashion. Here also inflammatory cells is present just beneath the epithelium, but not in band like fashion like lichen planus. And the abundance of chronic inflammatory cells is not only lymphocyte. Here when you go in high power view you can appreciate the plasma cells, and the plasma cells is in an abundant. Apart from that, there is not liquefactive degeneration like lichen planus. In the lichen planus, when liquefactive degeneration is seen and the civet bodies are formed, here the vacuolar degeneration is present at focal places. Apart from that, when you go in high power view of lichenoid reaction, you can see there is perivascular inflammatory infiltrate. So there is perivascular inflammatory infiltrate you can see easily in high power view of lichenoid reaction. So this is all about the clinical presentation and histological presentation of lichen planus and lichenoid reaction. So the treatment of choice is, in case of lichen planus, there is local application of steroid, or if the case is severe or chronic you can go for systemic steroid. And in case of lichenoid reaction, the causative factor like your restoration, like your amalgam restoration or your metal crown, you can replace them and the lesion is subsided after some time. So this is all about. So guys, if you like, please share and subscribe my channel, and if you like, please comment your in comment box, and which topic you like to want in the next video lecture, please comment in your comment box. Thank you so much. If you like, please share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.